Eagle, Idaho real estate. Top 10 things you need to know before moving to Eagle, Idaho. My name is Brian Hymas. I was born and raised here in Boise, and now for the last 7 years I've been living in the Eagle, Idaho area. And so to say I know the area is probably an understatement. Born and raised here, die hard, love the area. Location, location, location. Eagle is located about 20 minutes from downtown, about 25 minutes from the airport, about 15 to 20 minutes from the freeway. There's a major highway that runs through Eagle, Idaho, and that is called Highway 55. Highway 55 also is kind of the gateway or corridor to some outdoor activities, whether it's Cascade, Cascade Lake, Payette Lake, McCall, Banks, which is your Payette River, which whitewater rafting, Garden Valley. People have their cabins up there as well. So it's a gateway to what's north of us. One of the best things about Eagle is that it's nestled in its own little nook on the Boise River, so it's super green, and there's the Greenbelt that obviously goes through that. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos, the Greenbelt is a trail that goes along the Boise River for about 20 miles, but it goes across the river and has little extra paths for about 30 miles of trail on 20 miles of river. That river goes through Eagle, and so it's super green, super lush, super wide open. Number two, the Boise River runs right through Eagle, Idaho. So what that means is it's a little bit more beautiful than, say, North Meridian, because North Meridian is built up on a shelf from us, and so they don't get the same greenness. Remember, Boise is built on a desert, and so when water hits that desert, it flourishes. But when there's no water there, it's a desert, it's sagebrush, and so there's some to deal with there. Also, there's a nice backdrop to Eagle, and that is Bogus Basin, our local ski hill. You can see Bogus, parts of Eagle, you can see the Owyhees, which are the mountains south of us. Eagle has a ton to offer when it comes to beauty. And speaking of beauty, number three, the neighborhoods in Eagle are pretty diverse. Now, while we might have a higher end HOA neighborhood like Legacy or a Mace River or Williamson River Ranch that have higher end homes with larger lots, or maybe it's just a unnamed subdivision, with vineyards and orchards. Now, the one thing you don't have a choice on in Eagle is what downtown you get. I love Eagle's downtown. It's small, it's quaint, it's a walking downtown. A few restaurants, a few boutiques, small shops, small town feel, gyms. It's just a good small town feel. Absolutely love it. And as you can see in this video, it is a very, very nice place. Let's talk about Eagle's schools. Eagle has some highly rated schools. The elementaries are Eagle Elementary, Eagle Hills, Eagle School of the Arts, North Star, Galileo. Star is nearby, and they have their elementary and middle school that some people in Eagle actually go to as well. But for this video, we're only going to talk about Eagle schools. And for the middle schools here in Eagle, you have Eagle Middle School, and then for the high school, you have Eagle High School. Pretty simple. Eagle has some awesome parks to offer. I want to take you to Merrill Park first. Merrill Park has been reconstructed to include a splash pad, a huge toy, a lot of hands-on music, toys. It's really fun. Ton of grass, covered area, awning for eating, snow cone shack. It seems like it's always there, and it's just a great place. We went there the other day after we finished our bike ride along the Greenbelt, because it's located on the Greenbelt, to finish off with a picnic. Another great park in Eagle is a place called Gerber Park. Gerber Park has also been renovated lately, and it is a really fun, unique park. It's also got grass areas. It's got two covered awnings where you can eat. It's nestled up kind of the northern part of Eagle, and so it's against the foothills a little bit. But the cool thing about it is the water features it kind of has it interactive and nothing too crazy. It's not a water park, but it's something for the kids to play on. It's really pretty fun. One place that receives a ton of attention, and rightfully so, is called the Eagle Bike Park. Now, don't think of this as a bike park that's a cement where the skateboarders and scooters and bikes hang out. This is an off-road, through the dirt track system that all ages can enjoy, whether you're on a Strider bike or whether you're pretty well accomplished and on your own bike. This is a park for all, and it's in the foothills. It's got switchbacks, it's got jumps, it's got steep terrain. It's really, really fun. It's a place that if you're into outdoors in the slightest, it's a place that you will surely hit up once in your lifetime. Now in Eagle, Idaho alone, you have 3 golf courses, 2 more that aren't in Eagle that are right on the border that we won't talk about, but we do have 3 golf courses that are our own. My favorite golf course in all of the Boise area, including Eagle obviously, is Shadow Valley. Shadow Valley is an awesome course. It's got hills, dog legs, it's par 3s over water. It's got terrain changes. It's got it all. I love Shadow Valley. Super awesome course. It's a course that I would recommend getting a cart for. Another golf course we have in town is Banbury. Banbury is one that's relatively flat, very beautiful, challenging course. Some water, but hardly any terrain changes, surrounded by some massive homes here in Eagle, and it's something that you would enjoy as well. Eagle Hills is the last golf course I'll mention, and that's located close to the east side of town and is located between neighborhoods. Really fun driving range there as it's over water. It's kind of fun and unique. Other than that, relatively flat course and a great course to try out. Let's talk about Eagle's food scene. One of the more famous places in Eagle to eat is a place called Bardenay. 20, 30-foot vaulted ceilings, timbers, fine craftsmanship inside, known for its food and spirits. Pretty tasty place. Right on the river, awesome views, scenic. It's really good. Another place I love, it's a place that's local to Eagle, is a place called Bodacious Pig. Smoked meats, sandwiches, nachos, meat plates, etc. It's pretty good. Obviously, we have a lot of chains as well, but these are some of the more local joints. And there are definitely a couple of restaurants that have come in that are definitely unique. So we have some Greek food at Tzatziki's, some Italian, Sicilian, it's like a fired grill type place called Cici's. We have some great options as well. What about Eagle's safety? Eagle's crime rates are about 73% lower than the national average. I've mentioned on other videos the amount of times that I leave my keys in my car. Since doing that, I'm probably pretty close to 100% unlocking my doors on my car. But in the past, I haven't necessarily had to. It's a pretty safe community. Also, right along that 73% line is a stat that says Eagle's violent crimes are about 75% lower than the national average. Also, another stat, Eagle is 83% safer than the other cities in the United States. A couple years ago, I was talking to a policeman who was telling me about the different things they do at nights to make the community safe. And one of them that stood out to me, was that they take different routes, and so that the criminals who are plotting different things can't get in too much of a rhythm, because they're always going through different neighborhoods, different times, and they try to track the whole city every night. So pretty cool to know that they're watching out for us on a daily and nightly basis. Let's talk about some of the stats about Eagle, Idaho. Eagle, Idaho has about 30,000 residents, of which about 32% are under the age of 18, so roughly a third. 5.5% of Eagle's population is from the age of 18 to 24. Almost a third of Eagle's population is from 25 to 44. 23% of Eagle's population is between the ages of 45 and 64. And then those older than 65 years old consist about 7% of the population, which is actually very intriguing to me, because I have seen quite a few retirees come here to the Eagle Valley. Eagle is definitely a growing city. In 2000, the population was around 10,000. In 2010, the population was around 20,000, and the estimated population that we'll see, as mentioned before, in the year 2020 is around 30,000. I did a quick search to find what the average price home in Eagle is for a 3-bed, 2-bath between 0.15 and 0.3 acres here in Eagle, and the price is $383,000. Now, if you take that same size lot between 0.15 and 0.3 acres here in Eagle, the average 4-bed house will cost you about 560 grand. Huge jump compared to the 383. Another search I did was to take fairly new homes around the half-acre mark and find out what they've sold for in the last few months. And we have a wide range from 560,000 all the way to 1.5 million. So there is quite a range there. It's because you can put quite a large home on a half an acre. The median home price for that half acre, fairly new home is about $841,000. Now, if you take the median home price sold in all of Eagle for the last few months, we're close to $600,000, coming in at $591,000. Now, the median home price in Eagle for a new build is $565,000. Now, that's less than what we talked about before for the median home price in Eagle, but that's because the new homes are being built at a higher rate. So there's more data of these smaller lot homes for the 3, 4 bed, 5 bed new builds in higher density subdivisions. If you're wanting to see the Boise relocation guide, that'll give you more information on Eagle and possibly surrounding areas, I have my Boise relocation guide you can check out. Click the link in the description and I'll send you my digital Boise relocation guide to your email.